what did I shoot the last day? I know I shot a 60 something, 69 the last day. Holy I got up and down on 12. And bogey 11, birdie 12, 15. Yeah, wow. Golf in Fiji is like I was playing American football in England, you know. Nobody does it. Going through, Australia, Asia, and then went to England. I was a bouncer in Scotland, trying to work myself into the European tour. Played in Africa, all those places, and then finally arrived in the States.
Vijay means victory.
Winning the Masters, it was like, it's a miracle that it happened, It's a dream that I don't think anybody would ever think about. Augusta National is totally a unique place. When you arrive there, you have excitement already, just to see how pristine the whole place is. I can't wait to get out on the golf course and see what, if there's any changes. Guys practice more than, usual that 1 week, so it's a great tournament to arrive at. When I arrived there, I had a whole week of great practice over here. I went out into the beach and I was hitting balls on the beach. Normally I hit a lot of balls, but I remember with the driver I would hit, 5 or 6 balls and I was done. I was happy with it. And I had this new Mizuno driver that I fell in love with. And Augusta is a driving golf course. If you drive the ball well, you're gonna play well. I remember I was doing something new that week with putting. I was picking a spot right in front of my ball, and that was it. And I would just roll the ball right over the spot. Maybe I should start doing it again, But I remember doing that for that week, and it worked like a charm. And when I'm putting well and driving the ball well, I knew I was going to have a good week. It was cold. Up 15, I drove the ball. It was so cold. I had the umbrella trying to protect the wind from it was this cold wind, and it was a difficult day. And we had to stop on 15 because I think there was a rain delay, and then I had to come back the next morning to play. And I had hit my second shot on 15 to the left side. I laid out. I got to the ball, and it was all full of ice. I called for a referee, and I said, ice has to be casual water, right? He says, well, ice is not considered as casual water, so I had to play the ball with full of ice on the ball, and I managed to play on the green and made par on 15. I remember that really well, and I made a good putt on 17 for par. I think I hit in front bunker and then blew it by and made a good swinging putt and finished with a round of 70. That was one of the better rounds because of the condition, because it was Augusta, because I was close to the lead or leading, and coming back in the morning with cold winds blowing, and I'm not a very good cold weather player. Overnight you think about it. My son was pretty young then, and because he was young, we kind of just messed around in the room and kept my nervousness a little bit less, Remember much about that round, I remember birding 6th hole. I hit a great shot. Duval hit it close there, and I topped him. I don't think I was on the green, I was on the fringe, and I had a whole piece of mud on the ball, and I was looking at it. And I told my caddy, look at this, I got mud all over my ball, and I made the putt. And he says, you see, it doesn't really matter. He said, a lie is as good or as bad as you want it to be. So that was his word, so I made that putt. And leaderboards are all over the place at Augusta, and I remember Ernie, actually Ernie told me not so long ago that, man, you took that jacket away from me. I said, no, I didn't, I said, you tried to get it off of me, Yeah, he was close, I think Tiger was close, but I was more fighting against David than anybody else. And anytime you're playing with somebody that's tired or shot back or ahead of you in the same group, you're more concerned about what they're doing than you. It was a really comfortable walk, it was like a really proud moment, like a satisfaction of, yes, I've done this. You never really think that you're ever going to be playing the Masters, and me winning it, that week. You kind of want it when you're walking out. That's a good feeling. That's a better feeling than when you know you've knocked it on the green and you have to two-putt to win. I knew I had a shot in hand, so I was comfortable there. The best moment was standing there receiving the jacket from Jose, and it was, you've seen it happen so many times. Now it's happening to me, and Cass was there, and my wife was there. So that was another moment that, when we finished, he said, "Wow," he gave a big hug. That's a really touching moment, So it's something that, unless you do it, you don't really know what the feeling is like. Tiger had won a lot of majors at that league at the time. Every other major he was winning. So we talked back about that, and he said, "Wow, I must have been playing pretty good at myself as well, to be able to do that." It was a moment to remember. I mean, it's in the history books now. So.